Hello and welcome to Microsoft Hates Greg. My name is Greg Deckler, and let me tell you, there are days working with Power BI that the inconsistency in the behavior of the core visuals within Power BI will just almost drive you literally insane. Today's one of those days. This one actually came out of the forums. They basically all they were trying to do is they have some grades, A, B, C, D, F, right? And they have a count of those, right? Very simple kind of a data table, right? Just that's basically this is our mock-up of what they had. And all I wanted to do was display it in this form right here. So they used a matrix visual with the column, the values in the headers, column headers, and then just the count down here. But what they were annoyed with is this right here, is this blank area where the rows are supposed to be. They didn't want any, they want these as the rows, but they don't need any row like header or anything like that. They don't need anything that tells them what this is, right? So essentially they wanted to get rid of it. Well, what I basically told them was, okay, well, just hover over this, drag it over to the left, and it's gone, right? Well, except for if you slice, look, it comes back, right? Even if you shrink it here, next time you go here. So that's really annoying, right? All right, so and tried different things to get around this. Tried to like take column headers and make sure that auto size width was turned off and things like that, right? The obvious type stuff. So then we need to get a little more creative. So basically decided, well, what if we go into values, go into options, and we switch values to rows like that. All right. So now, right, we can do same thing, but problem still happens. Okay. But this is not something that probably anyone would ever figure out. If we add a second, well, I got to get on the right visual. If we add a second measure, so this measure, all this does is this measure just returns blank. Okay, so measure, we zoom in for everybody, measure equals blank. And all of a sudden, the problem is fixed. Now we do have this banded rows going on here, which we should be able to fix by going into here. Where'd they move it to? Layout and pre-styles. There's somewhere where we can blank rows. Well, that will fix it, although, or maybe there's got to be somewhere in here. There we go. Background color, alternate background color. Set that to white. Okay, now you have a matrix that behaves the way they wanted it to, right? And essentially, it does, you can only shrink it up so much, right? Because of that extra row there, but it does behave properly where you've gotten rid of that blank area over there, which you can always bring back if you want to. And there's my count of columns and measure, right? But I can get rid of it, and it does appear to respect the slicer. So how in the world did I figure that out? A lot of trial and error, people. So there you have it. Just sometimes you just got to play with Power BI and work through the insanity, work past the point of insanity to get it to work the way you want it to. But in the world, I'm just how in the world, right? The real question is, why is it that adding that extra row there totally changed the behavior of the visual? It's just mind-boggling to me. I can't imagine that it's by design, right? It's just something that just happened, I suppose. And probably one or the other is a bug. But not that Microsoft will ever admit that. No, I'm very sure that, oh no, if you switch it to rows, and you have more than one row, then we don't auto size the row coming back, right? That's by design. Yeah, as if they thought of it. Please. Anyway, that's all I have for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.